super duper quick pull for today for day 15 out of 50 good questions to ask the tarot cards, because this little guy is not wanting me to do this today, but I can't not read for you guys. So day 15, this is a question by your ex-partner. That's probably why he doesn't want to talk about it, because leave the past in the past. You deserve better. If it didn't work out the first time, the chances of it working out the second time are like 5%, in my professional opinion, based on the readings that I do. So please know that you deserve better. But with that being said, what did your past relationship teach you about love? Good question. What did your past relationship teach you about love? Setting proper boundaries. Knight of Swords, that you constantly asking for the things that you deserve and not getting them is not a form of love. Them not listening to the things that you need, to not even listening to the things that you need, to actually seeing what you need, to being attentive, to loving you enough to care about the things that you care about is important. That if they do not put in the effort to communicate with you, to talk to you and respect your boundaries and respect who you are as a person, then there's no relationship to be made there. This isn't to say that this could have been a bad relationship, because Knight of Swords is about communication. There was some sort of communication, but cold, hard communication without love and support and respect is not going to get you far. The same way that love might not be enough sometimes, that you do need communication, that you do need to set proper boundaries, that you do need to know about yourself enough to be able to know what you need and how to communicate those needs. Four of Swords is popping up. That breaks aren't always that good. They aren't going to get you far either. That waiting around for something amazing to happen is all fine and dandy, because you do need to be patient. You do need to respect the other person enough to know that you have to grow together, that they can't give 100% a relationship the same way that you can't, but constantly waiting around for the relationship to get better doesn't make the relationship better. It's something that you have to work towards, and it's something that your partner has to work towards too, that if both parties do not work to build something up, there is nothing to be built. That breaks aren't going to get you anywhere. That you need somebody who is going to fight for the things that you believe in, that is going to be on your side, even if they don't always understand why. A lot of Swords are popping up. 10 of Swords as well. Learning to let go when it is finally time to let go, because you know that you deserve better. That you deserve to be loved, instead of constantly telling them that you need something and them never listening. Them saying that they're listening, that they're going to change, that they're going to make a difference in your life, but never actually doing it. Words over actions here, and you have to learn to pay attention to actions over words. So what did your past relationship teach you about love? That saying something is not the same as being listened, is not the same as setting proper boundaries. Actions over words. If somebody says that they're going to change, even if you say that you're going to change and you never do, that's not a foundation of a good relationship. Because if they can't pull you up and force you to become bigger and better and grow, then there is no foundation for a proper relationship. Because if you can't grow together, you're not going to be able to grow the relationship together. 10 of Swords, learning to walk away from that which no longer serves you. Learning that a break is not enough to miss each other. A break does not heal the relationship. It gives you space and time to consider if they're even good for you. And most of the time, because of our psychology, because of us thriving in familiarity, we do tend to go back to that relationship. We want reconciliation, but most of the time it's not good for us, because during the relationship, lack of proper communication, walking away instead of communicating properly, or when you do communicate, you're not being listened. It's just not enough. Sometimes love is not enough, but sometimes there's not enough love to make things work. And last card that I'm going to pull is the best card that I could have pulled for this reading, is the Empress card. Learning to put yourself on a pedestal. Never, ever, ever lowering your boundaries, lowering your expectations, lowering your standards for somebody else. For truth. You need to learn to put yourself on a pedestal and not anybody else. Your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship that you will ever be in, because it is the longest relationship. You can walk away from a partner. You can take a break from a partner. You can take a 5-minute breather to not communicate and to shut down, but you can't do that with yourself, because you have to live with yourself. You have to live with your self-love or lack thereof. And therefore, you have to learn to love yourself first. So what did your past relationship teach you about love? Is that you have to put yourself first. That communicating and not being heard is not communicating, because you're not being heard, you're not being listened, and you're not getting the things that you deserve. Taking a break when things aren't working out or walking away from something to take a breather isn't good for you either. You need to learn to communicate, set proper boundaries, and know what you are protecting through those boundaries, and know that you deserve to be cherished. You are an empress, you are a queen, regardless of your gender. It's all the feminine energy of you deserve to receive as much as you give. And sometimes you deserve to receive more than you give, because you can't always be at 100%. Sometimes you only give 50% of your energy. Sometimes you can only give 20% of your energy. And your partner has to help build that up with you. They have to be in your corner. Communication is important. And never lowering your standards for somebody else is also important. You deserve more than the bare minimum. And the fact that you didn't get the bare minimum because you were never listened says a lot. No reconciliation for you, babe.